ghost in the timeline. Archive the whole page, still checking the threads from a private window. My own little echo chamber, zero self-control or emotional grace. Watching it unfold in this digital space. Unhide the channel for the big dramatic show. Unhide the channel for the drama, you know.
Yeah. Another one. Said my bandwidth is too high for your reception. My frequency is beyond your comprehension. You call it static, I just call it my ascension. It's not my problem that your mind needs intervention. I'm on a level that you can't afford to buy. Too analytical, your IQ's just too dry. Yeah, you just ain't smart enough. Nah. Yeah, you just ain't smart enough.
High IQ, go! System online, aesthetics aligned, buffer state is pristine, a digital sheen, gigabrain engaged, flip a new page, render the fit, it's lit, don't transmit, binary drip, got that firmware zip, it's a metadata mood misunderstood, where you're thinking caps defeat the algo traps, optimize your looks, rewrite the textbooks, don your high IQ outfits, don your high IQ outfits for this live stream, make it glitch, be the switch, get that pixel rich, it's an intellectual flex for the hypertext, don your high IQ outfits for this live stream, high IQ outfit, go!
Yeah, for real.
Talking out the neck, think you know the vibe. Shelly must be pressed, telling petty lies. They say I hide my hands, that's a funny move. I'm 10 toes down, I got nothing left to prove. Said it to your face, I ain't never gone ghost. Running your mouth, the absolute most. Yeah, I said it loud and I said it with my chest. Said it with my chest!
Shelly's got a lot of free time, burning up the wires with her sock accounts online. Yeah, I haven't even thought about it, but I just saw a sign about a big yard sale. Maybe I'll just browse through someone's trauma for a dime and ask her how the pixels are in real time. Just a friendly face appearing in the light, just to make sure she's doing alright.
Yeah, 2 months. See you refreshing the page still. Heard you're having a pop-up sale. Might just cruise by for the irony. Check for the prices on the clutter you curated just for me. Looking for mentions hidden in the bins, the things unseen. Looking for mentions hidden in the bins, the things unseen. Yeah, talking that talk, running your mouth again on the low. Thought you were moving clever with the burners on the payroll, but your digital shadow got a signature we all know. You can switch the username and try to talk that slick talk. That same old petty energy gives you away around the clock. We see you hiding in the comments with a fake account. That's Kendra talking slick, there ain't no doubt. Yeah, we all know it's you. You can't erase your digital trail now. You can't erase your digital trail now.
Oh, look, the waterworks are starting right on cue. Another tearful pivot coming through from you. A masterclass in how to dodge accountability with cinematic sorrow and rehearse fragility. Stop it! You need to stop, right? Keep going around and talking shit about me. She needs to fucking stop! And so do you! You all need to stop bullying me!
Yeah, let's get it. Bliss Chris live right now. Dropping in the deep dive, get the facts right. Dissecting all the static in the timeline. Unpack the culture, check the receipts. Yeah, we see the bigger picture, not the surface. Get ready for the show, it's going down. Bliss Chris on the mic, let's shake the ground. We cutting through the noise, unbothered now. The truth is in the air, we'll find it all. Drop in the chat, hit the like, let's go. It's Bliss Chris on the live, enjoy the show. Yeah, Bliss Chris on the live, let's go. Let's go.
Good morning, good morning. Hello, hello. Yes, I did, my girl Shyla. I most certainly did. I mean, come on. You can't put something like that in front of my face and expect me not to make a song out of it. I wanted to go harder, but I'll leave it at that. This is how I get all the old troll energy out of me is in my intros, if y'all haven't noticed. Good morning, Muggsy. Yeah, haven't seen Phil or Phyllis since that same day. So they are probably just getting it on. Hi, Chris. I'm here. You didn't have to wait long. I think I was only like 30 seconds late. Hey, Dana. Thank you. Good morning, Stanley Cup. Hold on a second, guys. Does anyone here have preteens? Do they eat you out of the house over summer vacation? Because I'm gonna go broke. Go broke. God, I got a half dozen donuts. I only have 2 kids. There was one left, the one donut I wanted. And here he comes up asking if he can have it. Go ahead. Lord knows I don't need it. Good morning, my favorite Stanley Cup. Hey, JJ. Hey, Chronic. Good to see you. Have a good day at work. Hi, Ambulance Girl. Good morning, Claire. Hey, Dark Soul. It's been a minute. How you been? I hope you like that, Shyla. Good morning. Hey, Soph. Good morning, Maria. Good morning, RN. Go home. Hey, Vixie. What happened? Oh, my God, girl. No. Oh, my God. I hope you went to like an urgent care of the hospital. Oh, my. I could not imagine. Holy shit, y'all. Those kegs, I don't know if anyone here has not worked at a restaurant, but those kegs are heavy, even empty. They're fucking heavy. Oh, so sorry, girl. Prop that shit up. I'm so glad you liked it, Shiloh. Hey, Teresa. All right, girl. Just sit back, relax, and enjoy the show. Good morning, KK. What's this here? I hope that digital trail doesn't include talking about a person that has a lifetime. Well, I have zero expectations when it comes to that one, so who knows? All right, scrolling. You finish your chores, my girl. Finish your chores. Oh, yeah, you are. You're going to the dentist soon. Oh, thank God. I know it's nerve-wracking, but once it's done and over with, oh my God, you're going to feel so much better. Yes! All day fucking long. It's ridiculous. Is that Gargamel? I think that's Gargamel. Good morning, Gargamel. All right, well, I'm supposed to have... Oh, hold on. I just received a message. Okay, I have a special guest coming up to react with me. I'm going to give her a minute. She had a business call. Hey, Kay, good morning. All right, so while we're waiting on my special guest, you know, I've really been enjoying listening in on conversations in Discord. Very eye-opening. And I don't know if y'all see it around, but the emotional manipulation that people are pulling is running fucking rampant. And it honestly makes me sick to my stomach to see it, to know what others are doing behind the scenes. Because, you know, someone like Kendra, she does it all right in your fucking face. But people forget that there's a lot of behind the scenes shit that goes on that subscribers don't see. And just to know, like, some of the, you guys, just be careful with that. Be careful with the tearful pivots and the gaslighting. Like, don't fall for it. Don't be anyone's fucking messenger or minion running around trying to convince people that they're a good person and they're so hurt and blah, blah, blah. Don't do that shit. Please don't. You guys, don't fall for it. And that's some of the stuff. Oh, sure, Stanley Cup. You're always welcome up, my girl. Always, always. So that's what we're going to kind of be talking about today. You guys know I try to bring everything back to social media and these, you know, little fucking crazy ass communities. Hey, Missy, good morning. So that's what I kind of did here. We're going to be talking about cognitive biases. Biases, however the fuck you say it. Hey, Mod148, good morning. So I'm going to let you guys in on my brain here. I don't always have, like right now, next Tuesday, I have no idea what I'm going to talk about. Of course, I have like a bank of shit in my head. So if it came down to it, I could pull something out of my ass to talk about always. But I typically get my live ideas from watching others. And this one, I got to thank my girl, Cindy. You guys, Cindy did like a 2-part live, mainly talking about Kendra and her bullshit, but, you know, also relating it back to just general stuff, important information. But without saying it, she was talking about cognitive biases. And it gave me the idea. So I was like, you know what? Let me do a live on confirmation bias. I know a lot of people have heard of that. And I was like, you know what? Let's just do the whole fucking umbrella of cognitive biases. So that's what we're going to do today. And hopefully my special guest gets up here soon. Come on, girl. Always with the tech issues. Oh my, Bliss Curse, you know what they say, what happens in the dark and all, some things never change. You know what, they don't. And again, my heart gets the best of me. Like, I'm always wanting to give people second chances. And I don't know why. I need to stop it. But then again, on the other hand, I'm like, no, I don't want to be like a salty bitch. And, you know, most people do deserve second chances. But I can tell you right now, if I give you a second chance and you fucking blow it, I am done. You know, the whole fucking saying, fool me once, shame on you. Fool me twice, shame on me. I can't do it anymore. I have to recommend everyone take the Harvard implicit bias test. It is free online. Just Google it. It's shocking to see what biases we really have. And you know, some biases are natural. Like, everyone's going to have fucking biases. Now, some of us can admit to them. Others not so much. But we're going to learn about, I think I got like 12 of them to go over today. And some of them I had no idea, but it all makes fucking sense. Hey, Heidi, good morning. Oh, thanks, Claire. Yeah, and like I said, I was just going to focus in on the confirmation bias. But I started doing some research, and I'm like, all of these, like, people need to be made aware of all of these. Because a lot of people... All right, let me try to break this down a second. Again, having a bias towards a specific person, subject, whatever, is completely natural. But I see it going on a lot on here, that one person doesn't like another person and they just throw all their fucking morals to the wayside and start doing nasty shit that they typically wouldn't do and typically speak out against. But because they don't like that person, now it's okay. And then you have, the followers that use confirmation bias to excuse that person. For example, just because I don't like you doesn't mean that I am now going to start speaking on your personal life or your children, okay? Even if you do it to me, because y'all know it's been done to me. But my morals, my integrity, my personhood, who I know myself to be, is more important than matching energy there. I am not going to bring myself down to that low of a fucking level to hit you back. I hope that makes sense. I love learning why humans do what they do. The switching of alliances, etc. is so interesting. It is. It's fascinating. And that's why I really try not to let myself, like, this shit get to me anymore. I just try to keep it to that. I wonder why that person just brought up that other person's child to throw a fucking dig their way. It's fucking weird. It's gross, honestly. Hey, Bushwatcher. Yeah, I know. Yeah, that's exactly it, Claire. She says, I have more grace than common sense sometimes. Yes, it's the heart over the logic. And, it's a fine line to walk. It's not easy, especially as a creator. It's really not fucking easy. Mod 148, we all have, girl. We all have, but it's about recognizing it and not doing it again. I'm not going to say I'm never going to do it again because, I don't like to use the term never, but it's smart to educate yourself about this shit so at least you are aware. And I think after reading and going over some of these, it's going to definitely make people more aware, and maybe they'll see it. I always used to say this, like, sometimes you don't fucking see it until you see it, and then you can't unsee it. Okay? With this recent community fucking breakup, like, I had a blinder on. I had a blinder on because I wanted to give someone a second chance. I enjoyed their lives. I enjoyed their live chat. I enjoyed them as a creator / artist. And typically, I can separate the art from the artist, but I got a few hard fucking lines. And when you cross those hard lines, I can't. I can no longer do that. So now it's like all the negatives and all the emotional manipulation and all the bullshit and crying and blaming other people for your fuck up. Like, that's all. It's just glaringly obvious to me now. Hey, Martin's mommy. Good morning, my girl. All good, girl. JJ says, depends on what it's about. I'll drag a bitch to the depths of hell over some people. Bad, probably. Honest, always. I'll go lower than hell if I need to. And again, like, that's where, like, some of us differ, and that's where I don't judge, because I completely fucking get it. But at the same time, even in that instance, there are still hard lines for me and shit that I just will never get down with, It is a struggle enjoying a creator's content after you see how they treat someone you care about. Gargamel. Exactly that. Exactly fucking that. Spot on. Did I say hi to Shyla? Yeah, I did. Never mind. Sorry, I'm having a brain fart. All right, special guest. Come on, girl. Hold on. Fashionably late, I'm sure, because I'm about to get started. Exactly, JJ. Exactly that. Say whatever. You can call me all the nastiest names in the book, but don't come for shit I love. It's just unnecessary. Hey, Carrie, good morning. Let me pull this up. Let me see if I can do this. All right, so I've put together like a little kind of lazy slideshow. But I also have a video that I kind of want to play too. I don't know if my laptop is going to be able to do this though. Give me 1 second. Let me see if I can work this out. Anytime I have multiple tabs, it really slows it down. Hey, Kat, good morning. Oh, I hear you, Shiloh. Tuesday's my day off. Oh, hey, Sen. I don't know if that's who I wanted to say hi to. I saw you. All right, come on, laptop. You can do it. Sorry for the dead air, y'all. Oh, it's right there on my home screen. Here we go. Come on. Come on. Can we pause it before it starts? Oh, yeah, some people do have a 3-day weekend. That's nice. I don't have, Tuesday is my weekend. I don't get weekends because I double on Sundays. All right, so we have this one on this tab, and then we have mine on this tab. All right, we're going to go ahead and get started. Actually, here, I'll drop the link if anyone else wants to come up. Stop it. Let me grab the link. If anything resonates with someone, feel free. Let me see if I can pin it. There we go. The link is pinned. All right. Cognitive biases. So for people who don't know, because I know these words get thrown around and you're like, what the fuck is that? Cognitive biases are mental shortcuts that our brain takes to process information quickly. These shortcuts are often helpful for survival. They can lead to systematic errors in judgment, especially in the high-speed emotional environment of online communities. When applied to online drama, group dynamics, or smear campaigns, these biases can turn a simple disagreement into an irrational mob mentality. Don't we see this? Hey, Michelle, good morning. All right, so let's get into some specifics here. Let me share my screen. I didn't even know that there was this many cognitive biases. I had no idea. All right, so the first one in the lineup is the anchoring bias. And I apologize if this is going to show up small. I know a lot of you guys are on your phones. Let me see. Oh. Hello, my fashionably late friend.
Hello.
Good morning. Everyone say hi to Reagan.
Hello. Can you hear me? I'm on my phone.
Yeah, I can hear you. Can you guys all hear her okay?
I might need to adjust. I've never done this on my phone before.
Was your laptop not working again?
No, I had a phone call and I felt bad. And so I was like, I don't want to be late. So I just hopped on my phone. Well, I was already late. So let's be real.
It's all good. Hey,
So
Susie Q. Good morning.
Just hop on my phone. Hello, everyone.
Well, I just gave a quick overview on, the cognitive biases. And now we're about to delve into like the specific ones under that umbrella.
Okay.
So this picture, again, you guys might have to turn up the quality because it's, I don't know why on my end it's looking blurry. So this is the anchoring bias. People rely too heavily on the first piece of information, the anchor, when making decisions. Subsequent judgments are adjusted based on this initial value. And I have seen this a lot. I have spoken on this. Like, say you are completely ignorant to a situation, a subject, some bullshit that happened, and the first creator stream that you hop in on, that is your anchor. That is the information that you are receiving first. So it instantly creates a bias. So anything after that, for example, say you go to the opposing party and they then tell their side of it, you are already anchored to that first, spout of information that you experienced. So it's going to change everything you see after that. Does that make sense?
No, that makes total sense.
I mean, I've had that happen before.
I've done that.
Definitely when I was very new to YouTube, super naive. I mean, I jumped into the fucking anti-KJ community at first with both fucking feet.
Yeah, absolutely. And I think that people still fall for that very easily.
Yeah. But again, this is all about being made aware of this. So that way, if this happens to y'all in the future, you take everything with a grain of salt. You go to that first stream, you then go to and research the opposing side, and then you come to your own conclusions. You got to take emotions out of it, because a lot of people, they're going to go with the person that they like. And again, that's natural, but you got to keep logic in the mix, or else some people right now are covering for some really disgusting motherfuckers. Okay, I'm just going to be blunt and say it. Some people should not be excusing the behavior that some are portraying and doing, not just publicly, but behind the scenes. That's what I'll say. Hey, Addie. Hey, Jen and Barrett. Stop excusing bullshit because you like the person as a person. That's what I mean. All right, so I'm going to play this.
That's for a lot of communities, I see.
Oh, definitely. Absolutely.
Mm-hmm.
All right. So the anchoring bias is a mental glitch where you depend too heavily on the first piece of information you hear when making a decision, even if that information is completely random or inaccurate. Think of that first number or fact as an actual anchor dropped from a ship. Once it hits the ocean floor, your mind can only drift so far away from it.
Yeah, it's like an imprint in your brain.
Yes, imprint. I love that. That reminds me of Twilight, actually. Anyone here Twilight fan? Don't leave me hanging.
That's why fish were they
I know. That's all I think about when you show me pictures. I swear.
That's funny.
All right. So we're going to go into a couple examples, because I always like to put in examples when explaining a subject. That is how I learn. If I get a new job, I don't learn from being told. Just let me stand behind and shadow you. I want to see what you do. So that's how I kind of view examples. For example, oh, hold on. This went a little too far. Oh, now I completely fucked it up. Come on. All right, I'm going to have to skip one example because I went over it. All right, so for example, salary negotiations. If you are interviewing for a job and the employer asks your salary expectations, whoever names a number first sets the anchor. If they say $50,000 first, your counter offers will likely hover closely around that mark, even if the market rate is $70,000. Another one is first impressions. Again, imprint. If you meet someone and they are incredibly rude to you on day one, that is your anchor. even if they are perfectly pleasant the next 10 times you see them, your brain will still struggle to shake that initial rude label. That's actually really funny because me and my hubs were watching King of Queens last night, and they were going to like a friend's kid's birthday party, but the main guy, Kevin James, who plays in King of Queens, he realized that someone from middle school, like a bully of his, was going to be at that birthday party. And like, the whole episode was him like throwing a fit over it, blah, blah, blah. And it's funny, like something from 7th grade that a bully did. He told everyone that Kevin James licked a trash can. And 25 years later, that still stuck with him enough to the point where he had a visceral reaction from seeing that guy. And I can think of that too. I have people from high school. When I think about them, it's instantly visceral. Like there's one specifically I'm thinking of right now that I would literally just want to throat punch if I ever saw her. I'm not even kidding. In a video game, YouTube.
On Minecraft.
Oh, we have some twihards in here. Yay. I love that. You guys.
Of course, Shiloh would be because she's a Pacific Northwester.
Oh, and of course, Shiloh's my girl. KK, ma'am.
Yeah, we'll just go by, just pass by her. Just ignore her for right now.
How dare you? Oh my God, Shiloh. I did too. And then I watched the movies. I have read the Twilight book series at least 6 times. At least.
I didn't read the books. I've watched all the movies, obviously.
Oh, the books are so much better, Raken. You should really, and they're such easy reads. I love like a good, relaxing read compared to like when I read the Da Vinci Code and it took me like a fucking year because that's something.
I read all of the 50 Shades of Grey and then I watched the movie.
I did that too. Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah, they're good books too. Twilight books are so much better though. So much. I also did that with the Vampire Diaries. I read all the Vampire Diaries books and then watched the show. And also with True Blood. Those are really good books too.
True Blood's
Don't get
too,
me in my bag.
Oh my gosh, I have a True Blood. Actually, it's funny you say that. I'm gonna take a picture. Oh fuck, I'm on my phone. I can't. Never mind. Because I have a Jessica Tuck card right here on my desk right now. It's in plastic. That's from her.
Oh wow. KK.
Funny you mentioned that.
KK. Girl, you live under a rock? Heidi's a twihard. Okay, now next question before we move on. Team Edward, Team Jacob. Now this is going to be contingent on whether you motherfuckers are allowed to stay in my live chat. I'm just letting you know. I'm just kidding.
I plead the fifth then.
Come on, I just want to know.
Me?
Mm-hmm.
Well, who do you think I'm going to pick?
Team Jacob.
Nope.
Really? Yay! Me too. Team Edward all the way.
Yep.
They are good.
I thought I was going to be the only one.
On Team Edward?
Yeah.
Yeah, a lot of people are Team Jacob. Again,
Yeah.
I think they let, just like on YouTube, I think they let their emotions take over there because he is
yeah.
I don't, people really love Jacob, but this is something that me and BX have literally debated on live streams.
Yeah, I like Edward.
Yes. Oh, I didn't know that. I did not know that, Heidi. Yeah, I agree. I enjoyed the movies better, if I'm being honest. My HUDs knew that I read all the books, so every time a movie came out, we would go see it. You're not alone. Heidi's Edward too. My girl. All the way. I did know that JJ was Team Jacob, which is a little shocking to me. I thought she would go Edward. Really, Kat? No. No. Stina, really? No. Get out of here. Y'all crazy. That's funny. All right, sorry, I sidetracked. Don't get me started on movies and TV shows that I
think
love.
we both kind of fed into that one. Are we being
Probably.
biased right now on who's better, Edward or Jacob?
I definitely have a bias. Although, you know what, though?
I'm being biased.
I warmed up to Jacob more after the last movie came out. I definitely still think it's odd. You know, he imprinted on Bella's daughter. That one I'll never be able to get over. I'm just saying. But I definitely warmed up to him a little bit more by the end.
I get admit I'm biased about it. But yeah.
Yeah.
It's funny. Everything is biased. Like, we could turn everything into it. But yeah.
Absolutely. And that's why I like these kind of topics. Because again, you know, I try to relate it to online shenanigans just because that's what we're all here to do.
Absolutely.
But you can also apply it to real life, you know?
Yeah.
All right. So why do our brains do this as far as the anchoring bias? Weighing every single factor objectively takes a lot of mental energy. That's probably why I'm always so fucking exhausted all the time. To save time, our brains look for a starting point to base everything else on. The closest, most obvious starting point is simply whatever we saw first. And that, I think, pretty much sums up the anchoring bias here. Oh, actually, oh no. You are freaking kidding me. What did I just do? I don't know. My whole fucking screen just went away. Yeah.
I see it.
Why don't I? Where did you go? Okay, got it. Oh my God, I got it back. Thank the Lord. Okay. So now that we understand why our brain does this, I think we should talk about ways on how to defeat it, because that is kind of the whole point of this live. You want to know how to counter these things. All right, defeating anchoring bias is all about forcing your brain to pull up that anchor before you make a choice. Because our brains naturally want to take the easiest paths, defending yourself requires a little bit of deliberate friction. And that can be very uncomfortable for people. Again, they want to go with the person they like, the creator they've supported. That is your automatic anchoring bias. But it's really important to take a step back sometimes and take your emotion out of it, and even sitting down and doing a fucking pros and cons list, or just do it mentally in your head. You know what I'm trying to say, Raycon?
You know, have you heard of the halo effect?
I think that might be in here, but yes, but go ahead.
Oh,
Give me an overview. It might be, yeah.
It's basically like one positive trait will lead a person to assume that everything about that person is good.
Hold on a second. My cat's going crazy. Can you hear him?
No,
He is going, oh, you know what? I filled up the bird feeder, so he's going crazy at all the birds. Sorry, I had a squirrel moment. Say that one more time for me.
The halo effect, it's basically like one positive trait about a person like leads people to believe that everything else about them is good. Like you ignore everything else that might be bad about them.
Yep. That happens a lot on here.
Yeah. I'm not going to, we'll keep going though, because if it's in here,
I think I can't remember, but I think it might be. Hey, honey.
Okay.
So.
Hey, Kratos.
Kratos here. His first Twilight movie was New Moon. I took him.
You walked into women talking about Twilight.
Yeah, he's so used to this though. I went on and on about Twilight for fucking years. You poor man. I'm so sorry. But New Moon is probably like the worst, not, and I still liked it, but it was probably the worst Twilight movie because it was all nothing but storyline. And yeah, poor man, that was his first Twilight.
That's so funny.
So after that, no, it was Tux actually, KK. That's my Tux. This is Garfield's nap time. After that, I found a woman friend that I used to work with, and me and her would go see all the Twilights. We would literally take off work and be at like the first fucking show. So I got him off the hook because I felt so bad.
That's so
all right.
funny.
So here are 4 practical ways to protect yourself. Do your homework before you walk in the door. The absolute best defense against an anchor is having your own data beforehand. If you know what something is actually worth, an arbitrary number won't shake you. Come on, slideshow. Okay. So if you're buying a used car or negotiating a salary, research the market value before talking to the seller or boss. When they throw out a wild number, you will recognize it as an outlier rather than a baseline. And that's what it's all about with everything, is doing your research beforehand and going in there like fully loaded with information. That way nothing will sway you. All right. Number 2. Set your own counter anchor instantly. If someone else drops an anchor first, like a ridiculously high initial offer on a house, your natural instinct is to make a slight adjustment from their number. Instead, completely reject their number entirely and drop an aggressive counter anchor based on your own research. That, especially with salesmen, that will really fucking throw them off. So in practice, if a contractor quotes an inflated $10,000 job you know should cost $5,000, don't say, "Can you do 9,000?" Say, "Based on the market rate, I was budgeting 4,500." This completely shifts the center of gravity of the negotiation. I actually did this in the Dominican Republic when we went there. They have like the like this little area with like nothing but shops like line the path. And I would walk in. I remember this jewelry box I wanted, and dude said like $25. There's like this little wooden box with a clasp. I'm like, "No, I'm good. I was only looking to spend 5." So I start walking away, and he's like, 15. And I'm like, "No, I really only have $5." And then he brought it down to 10, and then I think we settled on like 8.
Oh, it's so easy to barter in like Mexico and stuff.
Oh, they just want to get rid of it. Yeah.
Yeah.
That was fun though. I've never experienced anything like that. It's a little intimidating. I don't suggest the faint of heart walking into like a shop district like that, because it can be overwhelming. They are on you.
Yeah, it's easy to do like on the street vendors, like if you find like the streets with like a lot of vendors.
Yeah. I did. I did. Hold on, what did I get? What did I get in Jamaica? I think it was. What are those?
He called you out.
Yeah. Oh, he always calls me out. What are they called? Maracas, like the little wooden things that you shake that have the sand and the big ball in the end. Are they maracas?
Hold on. Muggsy was on vacation last week and he didn't invite us. What the hell? Rude.
Where'd you go, Muggsy? Muggsy, guess what? I'm coming to New York in a few weeks. Oh, that's right. It was like a handmade Harley Davidson, like wood plaque. My dad has it hanging in his garage. That's right. Well, they were trying to charge like Harley Davidson prices, and it wasn't like authentic Harley Davidson. It was just something someone made. So, yeah, I wasn't paying that shit. I'm very thrifty. and a little aggressive when it comes to that kind of back and forth barter. I'd probably be a good saleswoman, if I'm being honest. I should switch
I would do that
sides.
too. Ryan would hate that. He can't stand when I do shit like that. He hates it. He says it's embarrassing as hell.
It's funny because again, I'm the more aggressive one, but we did a trip to Busch Gardens a few years back, and it was completely paid for free. But we had to sit through one of those like timeshare meeting thingies, and like my hubs is the one that feels bad. And I wouldn't even say being rude, being a little bit aggressive. So the salesman there, that's all they want from you. That is their whole goal. We're there for 4 fucking hours. This salesman is like beating us down, trying to sell us a timeshare. So we asked for a few minutes. We were talking. Salesman walked away. When he walked back, like I was done. I was fucking done. I had an infant with me and a toddler, and I was just fucking tired and done. So I just like put my foot down. And I think that made my hubs a little uncomfortable. But when we were able to leave, I think he appreciated it. All right, so
come on.
What?
He says, who dat on panel?
Mugsy, it's Raykin. Well, actually, your picture did pop up. When you first came up, your avatar wasn't working, but it is now.
Oh, that's weird.
See it now.
Oh,
all right. So I'm gonna keep getting sidetracked, you guys. I took my
I'm
gummy
not logged in
late.
or anything, so
yeah, I was a little late taking my gummy. So instead of it already being kicked in and gradually falling off for the live, it's the opposite. So it's starting to kick and I'm peaking. So bear with me.
Oh gosh.
All right,
We're
number
in for a
3.
ride.
Yeah, enjoy the ride, y'all. Good luck. Play devil's advocate with yourself. When you catch yourself leaning towards a decision based on a starting number, stop and ask, what if this initial information is completely wrong? In practice, if a product is marked down from $1,000 to $300, ignore the $1,000 entirely. Ask yourself, if I walked into the store today and saw this item for $300 with no discount, would I still think it's worth $300? And again, you can apply that to people on here too. I've been hoodwinked. Don't let anyone hoodwink you on here. When you first watch them, you love them, and then you're just supposed to love them forever. No, don't be hoodwinked. Sorry, Raykin, I didn't mean to interrupt you.
No, you're good. You're totally fine. I was saying that part's interesting because I've never thought about it as the price tag of looking at it as if it was $300, would I still buy it? Because my mind does look at the difference like, oh my God, that was $1,000, I do fall for that. It works.
Absolutely. Absolutely. Because your brain is always going to go to the most pleasing outcome. So if you think that you're getting that good of a deal, I was just talking about this yesterday with Kratos, like that is a dopamine hit for me. You guys, I am a former addict. Like when I get a good deal, I am like on that pink cloud fucking flying around for the rest of the day. So that is what your brain is going to go to when you see that. But what is the therapy called where they try to stop that? Maybe it is cognitive therapy actually, right? Like they play out these scenarios and they try to build up your brain to like block it. So you see that $1,000, but then you stop it in its track and you completely flip how you think about it. I think it is cognitive therapy.
No idea.
Remember, did you ever watch the show Dexter?
Yes, I love Dexter.
Do you remember? I think it was in like the last season where Dr. Vogel was taking Deborah back to the shipping container to relive that moment over and over again.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that's the therapy that I'm thinking of. I think it is cognitive therapy, but there's like a specific name for it. Basically, you're living that moment over and over and over again until your body can finally become numb to it and you don't experience PTSD anymore. Someone in the chat might know the name
And
of
it
it.
actually works?
Yes, Shyla, exposure therapy. Yes, that is it.
That sounds traumatic as hell.
It's very difficult, but if you can get through it, very beneficial.
I don't know about that. That sounds traumatizing as hell.
It is, but this is how I kind of think of it. Because I suffer a little bit of PTSD from like a specific situation, I would rather go through exposure therapy for the few months or however long it takes to completely stop the PTSD from happening for the rest of my life.
Oh, that's true. That's fair.
You know, that's how I kind of look at it.
That is fair.
Give me a second, y'all. I'm walking outside. That way I can smoke.
There's definitely things that I would be willing to go through some stress for a short period if I could.
Exactly that. All right, this is one of my favorites. I actually started practicing this like years ago, even before I had a channel, to stop myself from like excessively tweeting.
I probably needed this back then.
I think Cindy actually gave me this idea. So it's the sleep on it rule.
Where the hell were you guys at back then for me? Shit, I was uncontrollable.
I don't remember you being that bad.
Oh my god!
I looked forward to your tweets, so maybe I have a bias. All right, so anchoring bias thrives on the pressure of the moment. Salespeople love to create a sense of urgency because it forces your brain to rely on the immediate anchor they just gave you. In practice, step away from the situation. Walk out of the store, hang up the phone, ask for 24 hours to review any contracts. Removing yourself from the immediate environment breaks the emotional hold of that first number and lets your logical brain take over. So let's relate this to online, you guys. I cannot tell you how important it is to step away. Even if you love the people, if it's like negative in any way, you just need to step away for a little bit. And I did this by happenstance because we went on a week-long cruise. And I just, the fucking Wi-Fi already sucked as it was. So I just completely stepped away for an entire week. And by the time I came back, first of all, in YouTube time, I was behind like 4 fucking months at that point. But I can't tell you what that separation did. Like there's some kind of reset that, like the phrase touch grass is actually a thing, you guys. Now you don't have to physically go outside and touch the grass, but you have to step away to get out of that fucking echo chamber, even if it is good people. Sometimes just talking about the same fucking drama shit over and over and over again, it completely, like, it inflates it and makes it in your brain like it's so important. This is everything that's going on right now. And when you get that time to step away, you're like, why the fuck was I so obsessed with this bullshit? Reagan, can you understand that? Because I know you can.
I totally stepped away for a second to grab something.
You're good. Reagan, you took a long break from YouTube.
Yes.
Can you talk about how that reset is so important and how you come back and you were like, why the fuck did I ever make a big deal out of this shit? Like, why did I get so invested?
Oh, it made a huge difference. And like I've stepped away for like short periods of time, but I low key like still watch stuff, you know? But when I actually like stepped away, I didn't watch anything. Like I didn't hate watch. I have fully unsubscribed from like the hate channels, I guess you could call them. I had no knowledge of anything that was being said unless someone had sent it to me. I mean, and you ladies never sent me anything. And so I literally was ignorant to everything. And it really helped me a lot. It just, that stressor was gone, and just not watching it, not having any knowledge of it, being able to just focus solely on myself and what I needed to do. But not only did it like let me heal in ways that I needed to heal, and you know, grieve in ways that I needed to grieve, loss that I had, but it let me reset, refocus. And I realized that stuff that upset me, I don't give a shit about. Like things that would upset me back then, I don't care about anymore. It's like the first live back, of course, someone goes and commentates on it and it wasn't even about them. And it's like, I don't give a fuck. Where before I would have probably piped back something, I've heard that there was a live on a community post I made. It's like, that's laughable to me now. Like, if you think I'm going to respond, no, I don't give a fuck. Keep doing it. I don't care, and it's like, I don't handle things the way that I used to now. I just roll completely different. It just, when you step away completely and take away everything that once hurt you, bothered you, affected you negatively, you come back and look at things in a whole new light. It's just, I don't know how to explain it unless you do it.
So 2 things to that. First, I can't explain it. There's a sense of peace, not to get like too corny, but there's like just this serenity like that comes over you when you're able to reset like that. But I will say doing that then invokes other online issues, because I'm thinking back and those are the times that like not just me, my friends then get accused of being flip-floppers, because I took a step back and realized that this shit wasn't that pressing as I thought it was because I did a reset.
Yeah.
Yes, there is a sense of peace about being blissfully ignorant. There really is.
There is, absolutely.
I don't give a fuck. Like, I've done many lives talking about people. Not one time did I go searching for or view any response, because I don't care. I don't give a fuck.
Yeah, I haven't watched it. I haven't watched any of it. None of it. Still haven't.
No, I'm good. Every now and then someone will send me a clip, and it's typically only stuff they know that I'm going to laugh at. Because honestly, if their reactions were worthy of a response, I may. But it's typically just insults and lies. Like, why would I give that any kind of airtime?
Yeah, it's not worth it.
Oh, Chronic. God bless you, girl. Yeah, that's not easy. Not at all. Yeah, Kat. Yes. Kat says the longer I don't watch, the more I don't want to, and I'm starting to really prefer the series I'm finding on TV. And that's, again, what Reset does. Is that Chronic?
Chronic Space? Yeah.
I just want to make sure it's her. All right, I'm taking a chance here.
Well,
it's me.
Oh, okay, thank God. I'm like, Chronic's never came on my panel before. Is this her?
Listen. I'm at work and I'm not on my computer, so it's a different account.
Oh.
What's up, girl?
So I was just going to talk on exposure therapy because I'm in a 6-week intensive exposure OCD therapy currently. So I was just going to speak on, like, it is effective. It's really hard. It's effective.
It's very difficult, though.
Yeah, I've been doing it.
Research. I've never done it, but you are.
It's a lot of repetitive. Like, I have OCD about like numbers and stuff. So like getting gas and landing on an odd number gives me like severe anxiety where like I can't function. So like I have to keep doing it over and over again. And eventually your brain is like desensitized to it and it's not as triggering. It still triggers you, but you're triggered at like a 2 instead of like a 9.
Gotcha.
So that's how they do it. You like do it over and over and over like a period of time until you're down to like a manageable anxiety level. And then that task is complete and you move to a different exposure.
Okay. That makes sense. I don't think anything
long
can
is that
ever
process?
completely go away.
So with OCD, they say 4 weeks, depending on severity, and you see the therapist twice a week. I'm currently on week 6 of seeing her twice a week. And, you know, it's gotten easier. It has gotten easier because I can do multiple exposures throughout the day without having to take any anxiety meds. I mean, THC for sure, but like nothing like clonazepam or a propranolol or anything like that I was taking before, because I'm now exposed enough to these things that are causing that anxiety that it kind of like lowers my overall daily anxiety.
You know, I
Yeah.
have to give you big props for going through that because I can't imagine the strength and just the, you know, the exhaustion and everything
It's a
that you go
lot.
through. Yeah, I commend you for that.
It's a lot of
I really
mental
do.
work. It really is. It's a lot of mental work. And that's exhausting in itself. Plus I have family, husband, work. And so this week, my therapist is on a vacation. So she was like, just do a brain break for a week. Like maybe do 1 or 2 exposures, but just do a brain break. And then like every 3 weeks of doing this, or 2 or 3 weeks, they send you kind of like tests that are measuring your anxiety levels and your levels of OCD and the different sub-subjects of OCD. And so like you get a graph chart that shows like where you are and where you are now. So like you can see yourself lowering in anxiety, which also helps a lot. So.
Oh yeah, that's what I was saying earlier. I'm a very visual person, so that would definitely
Yeah,
help
so
me.
am I. Well, I have ADHD, so I'm a visual learner.
Yep.
So this place I'm going through, it's called No CD. It's an app, and they accept insurance, and like it's been the best thing for me because they have a visual platform. So like you can see everything visual, see your exposures, see your triggers, your chart of where you are and where your anxiety's at, and you can change anything here and there and talk to your therapist, and your therapist sees everything you're doing. And like, it's just been great. So.
Oh, that's awesome.
Well,
But yeah,
thank you.
exposure
I'm
therapy
so
is
happy.
hard.
One, I'm so happy you graced my panel with your presence, but I'm very happy you came up and explained that a little more because it definitely gave me a better understanding.
Yeah, and if people have questions, people like have OCD and would like to reach out to me, I'm welcome to talk about it. I'm newly diagnosed, but I've been going through it for 6 weeks, and I feel like I have a little bit more knowledge than when I was diagnosed. So.
Absolutely.
I probably have OCD. I cannot, like, my pens have to be placed a certain way. My remote has to be on an even number. The car volume has to be on an even number. Everything has to be on even numbers.
Now, here's where it lines between OCD and just an obsession. So with OCD, my brain links things. So when I get gas on an odd number, my brain instantly says, oh, something bad is going to happen today because you got gas on an odd number. To a logical person, those don't connect. But in an OCD brain, they connect.
Oh, interesting.
Yeah.
So you have to figure out how to make it so that doesn't connect anymore. You have to break that connection. So
very interesting.
That's been difficult because I got gas on an odd number one day and ran over a tire in the middle of the highway and almost totaled my car with my kid in the car. And then after I kind of got over that, she was like, why don't you try it again? tried it again. There was another tire in the road and I hit a car that time. Luckily it wasn't my fault. But like, and my car wasn't damaged. But like things like that happen that is why my brain links those things.
And it's like an imprint.
Exactly.
Yep. And then you get the comorbidity of it turning into almost PTSD at that point. Because that's
exactly
that, like, okay, this is really weird. Everyone knows I'm ADHD, and like I'll try to explain things to my husband sometimes, and he'll, like, the look in his face is like, what the fuck? So this was just a few weeks ago. I'm like, don't you count the stairs when you, like, every time I go up my steps, I have to count to 12. And there's a couple times where I don't know what happened, but I got to like 13, and it's like instant fucking cringe feeling. Now it doesn't go as far as what you just explained, though. Like,
it doesn't connect to a bad event or a bad thought.
Exactly. But yeah, but the whole point, he was like, what? Why the fuck do you count the stairs? What? He like didn't understand it at all.
And I was talking to my therapist about that. She was like, well, because some people say, oh, I have OCD, but then they don't realize that there's no connections to thoughts, but you are a particular person. And a lot of OCD people have ADHD, and a lot of ADHD people have OCD and don't realize. Because they mimic each other in, like, your perfectionist and your everything's in its place and organization and stuff like that. So it's hard. It was hard to get that diagnosis, but I figured it out before I went and got help for it. Like, I was like, oh, I read up on it and like read everything that was going on. I was like, oh yeah, this is definitely it. And the first meeting with the therapist, she was like, you've been dealing with this for how long? So yeah. But all right, I have to get back to work. I just wanted to touch on the cognitive behavioral therapy.
I'm so happy you came up to explain that. Have a great day at work.
All right, I'll be in the chat. Bye.
All right,
Nice talking to you.
You too. Bye.
Bye.
Chronic's awesome. All right, so we just finished.
That was helpful.
That was very helpful. See, it's always nice to have someone. I think the best producer of knowledge is lived experience. So that was awesome. And I'm glad to see other people. Like, I'm not. Sometimes my husband makes me think I'm a fucking, like, alien.
No, I get it. I need to record that.
I gotta say though, and I'm not like making fun or like.
It's so true. No, it's so true.
I know. I'm just.
I understand that totally.
Face. I can see.
I feel the same way.
But again, I'm not trying to make light of OCD, because JJ has OCD. I know people that, like, it's a struggle, but I am ADHD, and I am not the like what Chronic just explained, like perfectionist organization. I kind of wished I had a little piece of that, if I'm being honest. I'm like a piles person. Don't touch my pile. Like, I know everything. So when I'll have like a pile on like my breakfast bar, and it's not like crazy, it's not like anywhere near Kendra level apartment, okay? But my husband will get on these like clean streaks, and he'll like disperse my pile, and it sends me into a fucking tailspin.
Oh, I could just picture it.
Hey, Carol. And again, some people
I knew
here.
He was gonna come into chat and say something.
Oh, he'll be back, I'm sure.
He is.
Look. Oh, there. I just saw him. Oh shit. I just think it's funny because I know that half the chat is with him, like, you fucking weirdo, and the other chat is like, yes, totally. Oh, all right. I am at full peak gummy. All right. So we just finished the anchoring bias. So let's have a little overview from practical psychology, because obviously they're much more educated and better suited to talk about this.
We humans usually completely rely on the first information that we receive, no matter how reliable that piece of information is when we take decisions. The very first information has tremendous effect on our brain. For instance, I want to sell you a car, and you are interested to buy it. Let's say you ask me what the price is, and I tell you $30,000. Now, if you come back a week later and I say I'll sell it to you for $20,000.
Oh, you were doing so good. StreamYard? Hold on, y'all. Let me lower the quality. God, it started off so well. What the fuck? Hold on. It's on the lowest fucking quality. Ray, you can still hear me, right? Did I lose Wi-Fi?
Yeah, I hear you.
Oh,
You're on
okay.
144. It should.
I know. It's this fucking laptop. All right. Sorry, y'all.
This seems like a new, very cheap price to you, right? Because your judgment is based on the initial information you got, which was $30,000. You feel like you're getting a great deal, but let's say the first time that you ask me and I say $10,000, and then you come back the next week and I tell you I'm going to sell it to you for $20,000. Now it doesn't look like a very good deal because of the anchoring bias. This is just a very generic use of the anchoring bias, and I don't want a bunch of comments about why a $30,000 car should be sold for $10,000, but another example is trees. What if I asked you if the tallest tree in the world was higher or lower than 1,200 feet? And if so, how tall? The same effect occurs if I asked you to guess out of thin air instead of giving you an anchor of 1,200 feet. The results are crazy. Number 2, availability heuristic bias.
All right.
People overestimate the importance of...
So that's where we're moving next. And order of business. KK, thank you, my girl. You didn't have to do that. I appreciate it. Obviously, I need a new laptop. It's getting to be priority at this point. All right, so let's go back to my ghetto slideshow. All right, availability heuristic bias. Now, this is something I'd never heard of, but once the concept was explained to me, I completely understood. So people rely too heavily on recent or vivid memories to estimate the likelihood of an event. A highly publicized rare event becomes overstimulated because it's so easily recalled. All right. Come on. Oh, shit. Hold on. I got to switch back, don't I? Share this tab instead. I'm glad I recognized that at the start. Hold on, y'all. I'm just waiting. There we go.
You can still hear me, right?
Yeah, I can still hear you.
Okay. I just turned off Wi-Fi, so I wasn't sure.
Well, I think you're good. All right. So the availability heuristic is a mental shortcut that relies on immediate examples that come to a person's mind when evaluating a specific topic, concept, method, or making a decision. Essentially, if you can easily remember it, you assume it must be important or highly likely to happen. All right, let's get into how it works. Your brain is always trying to save energy. Instead of doing deep research or looking up actual statistics, it asks a simple question. How easily can I think of an example to this? Is it easy to recall? You assume it happens all the time then. Is it hard to recall? You assume it's rare. Here are everyday examples. Fear of flying. Many people are more afraid of commercial plane crashes than car accidents, despite cars being statistically much more dangerous. Why? Because plane crashes are highly publicized and dramatic, making them incredibly easy to recall. It makes perfect fucking sense. This is how the media's run, right here. They just shove it in your face a million times and make you think that this is the most important thing going on right now. This is how you should think.
Yeah, that's true. Remember all those plane, what the hell? The crashes, they were like back to back for like a month.
Mm-hmm. Yep,
Like
and the
everybody was
same
afraid to
with
fly.
just a few months back last year, it was all about the cruise ships and like people getting sick. And you guys, whatever happened to the hantavirus? That just went away pretty quickly, huh? Did you look into that at all?
That's right.
Yeah, see, you didn't even think about it, did you? It was shoved in your face. And I will say, this is the first time where I've actually seen like us, the people, take a stand and be like, fuck you, we're not falling for this shit again. And then poof, it's just gone now, you guys. Where'd it go?
I forgot all about it.
It's a miracle. Yep. Perfect example. All right. Winning the lottery. People see massive news stories about lottery winners, so they overestimate their own chances of winning and buy more tickets. They don't see news stories about the millions of people who lost. Recent events. If you just watched a scary documentary about shark attacks, you might refuse to swim in the ocean the next day, believing a shark attack is highly probable. All right. Oh, it skipped on me. Hold on. Oh, damn it. I'm trying to run two things. See, this is, again, ADHD. I cannot do two things at the same time, y'all. Please forgive me. Back it up. All right. All right. So this is the contrast. Anchoring bias shows how we get stuck. Oh, hold on. Why did this go all the way back like that? Damn, I think I fucked up my own slideshow, y'all. This is not my day. Come on. All right, let's just move the fuck on. We all know this one, you guys. The bandwagon. Right? We all have experiences with this one. Can all of us at least recognize this bias?
If you don't, you're a liar.
All right. Yeah, keep living in La La Land. All right. People tend to adopt certain behaviors or beliefs solely because many others are doing so. The desire for social conformity and fear of missing out overrides individual judgment, creating a self-enforcing trend. This is every anti-community on YouTube. All right. The bandwagon effect is a psychological phenomenon where people do something primarily because others are doing it, regardless of their own beliefs. Essentially, it is the classic case of jumping on the bandwagon as a trend or belief gains popularity. More and more people adopt it simply to align with the crowd. And I always reference back to that someone, again, I always forget the name of it. Someone in the chat remind me of that like classic case study. I think it was like back in the 70s where they have like 10 law enforcement officers in a room, but really it's only one law enforcement officer and the other 9 are just actors. But the one officer doesn't know that. So they're putting pictures on the screen. I don't remember exactly what it was. Let's just say it was a red apple. So they go to the first actor. Keep in mind, the officer is always number 10. He's the last in line. So they go to the first officer and say, what do you see on the screen? And he says banana. And then the second one says banana. And then the third one says banana, all the way down to number 9 who says banana. And instantly the last officer, knowing he's looking at a red fucking apple, says banana. Perfect example. And that's crazy to me. But most people would do that to form that social conformity. I would not. You couldn't even pay me to do that. Like, no, I'm saying fucking apple. Who were the apples in the chat? Who were the bananas? Okay, let me know. Be honest. Be honest. All right, so our brains are naturally wired to look for social cues to determine what is safe. correct, or desirable. The effect relies on a few key drivers. Again, going back to the social conformity, the desire to fit in and avoid being the odd one out. FOMO, fear of missing out, the worry that if you don't join in, you'll miss out on something great. The information shortcut, assuming that if a large group of people is doing something, they must know something you don't. That's a big mistake. Don't be, you guys, everyone, never be afraid to go against the grain. And thank you, Wendy, the 1971 Stanford Prison Experiment. If you guys have not viewed that, it's on YouTube. It's fucking fascinating. All right, here's some everyday examples. Oh, let me go back. You guys, don't be afraid to go against the grain. Do not give people, whether it's a large fucking group or one person, do not give away your power on how you think. And that's a big problem right now, that people are so worried about hitting the person they hate the most where it fucking hurts. And hey, Terry, I see you. That they are willing to throw everything they believe in to the side to do it. I won't do that. Don't be a follower. Yeah. And that's, Terry, I think that's why me and you initially butted heads, for other couple reasons as well. But we, not only are we not afraid to go against the grain, we're very opinionated along the way. I will say that.
I don't think I mind going against the grain, because there's that like villain in you, you know, that goes against the grain. Does that make sense?
Yeah. Yeah.
I don't know if you categorize it as villain, but it's like not the villain, but the odd one out that has to be.
Yeah. But I think villain is like correct too, because that's how they all view you.
True. That's true.
So, and correction, Stina, yes. The Stanford one was when they assigned people to be prisoners or guards, and the guards ended up busting. ABUSCing the prisoners. Yep, that is a good one too, though, and kind of still applies. So, all right, some everyday examples. Social media trends. A specific video format, audio track, or online challenge goes viral. Creators and viewers flock to do it because everyone else is doing it, rapidly amplifying its reach. I don't conform to that really on here either. If anything, I'm doing the opposite of typically what people tend to watch on here, which is all fucking drama. I can relate it back to the drama, but that's not something I always want to do on here. And I'm not going to do it because everyone else does it, and I'm not going to do it because it gets views. I don't give a fuck about views. I give a fuck about my channel and doing what the fuck I want to do on my channel. So again, that's why I made my community tab post. If this kind of stream is not for you, I'll catch you on the next one. I'm not promising the next one is going to be to your liking, but try again. All right, consumer choices. A particular brand of water bottle, Stanley Cup, clothing item, or tech gadget suddenly becomes the it item. People buy it simply because it's popular, which makes it even more popular. And this is, again, where I go against the grain. When that happens, it makes me not want it. Only because everyone else wants it. I'm like, I'm good. Oh, my favorite Stanley Cup.
I feel attacked.
But look, Stanley, you got pushed down by the Yeti, apparently, right? Like, it's always something.
I feel kind of at fault for Stanley's name.
Only if everyone knew the history.
Right?
That's funny. All right, sports fandom. Stanley, stop bullying me. All right, I gotta stop reading the chat, or I'm not gonna stop giggling.
It is my fault.
sports fandom. When a sports team starts winning championships, their fan base suddenly explodes with new die-hard fans who only showed up once the team became successful. I don't think people understand how hard it is for me to be a Ravens supporter because they really piss me the fuck off sometimes, but I still stand with them. Who's your team, Raken?
Football?
Mm-hmm.
The Chiefs. But when you said that, it's funny you said that because Max Holloway and Conor McGregor are getting ready to fight coming in a couple of weeks.
I think my
And
husband
I
told me
am
that.
like, I have been a long time Max Holloway fan. Like he is my favorite and always has been. And as I've gotten older watching him, I become to the point I can't watch him, like watch his fights anymore. And I drive Ryan nuts because I get up and I sit down, get up, and my heart rate gets really high, like bad,
Yep.
like in the 150s, 160. And when he loses, I fucking cry. And I'm like, I can't watch him fight anymore. I just can't do it. And so he's got this big fight with Conor McGregor. And I'm like, I don't even know where this conversation was going.
Well, maybe you've had enough of a reset where it won't bother you as much this time when you watch.
No.
No?
I had a point to
No.
this, and I don't even know what the point was because now I'm all sidetracked.
No, you're good. I don't remember why it applied, but I do know in my brain
Yeah, I
that it
don't
did
either.
apply somehow.
Somehow
You
it did, so we'll
literally,
pretend.
and I don't know if my hubs is still in the chat, but you literally just described why I had to take a step back away from watching football because it brings out a visceral emotion in me. And I get so angry and upset that I up and down, walk away, go out to smoke, come back in, try again, had to walk away again. And the Ravens, they just have a way of inducing that. Oh, by the way, hold on. Stanley Cup, get rid of Shyla, please. Ma'am. I'm just kidding. Please don't. She may deserve a 5-second timeout for that one, though. I'm just saying. All right. So this is the ending contrast. While availability heuristic, see, look, this is switching on me. I think I fucked up somewhere because we're on the bandwagon effect. I think I did the wrong one for each. Okay, I can fix it here. All right. While the bandwagon effect is about conforming to what everyone else is doing, choice supportive bias is an internal defense mechanism about validating what you did. It ensures that your memory aligns perfectly with your actions, so you don't have to face the discomfort of being wrong. In short, choice supportive bias is our habit of remembering our own choices as being much better than they actually were. It still didn't connect it for me, Raken. I know what we were talking about had something to do with it, but I thought reading the end would make me remember, and it didn't.
I don't even remember how the Ravens came into it either. Hey there? Hello?
I'm here. Give me a second. My mini just walked in the door.
Okay. It's just me. What kind of fuck shit can I cause? I don't even know how to pull up the damn chat. So I'm just going to talk to myself.
Sorry.
Oh, just kidding.
I'm here. I'm sorry, y'all. She had went to the park with a neighborhood friend, and I honestly thought they'd be gone a little longer. It's okay, though. Stanley Cup, some people... damn it. I'm about to throw a jab, and I probably shouldn't. Some people needed it. Just saying. All right, moving on before I get in trouble. All right, we are moving.
In trouble.
I can't help it, I just fucking can't. All right, choice supportive bias. So the tendency to retroactively overstate the positive attributes of a past choice and downplay its negatives while remembering discarded options as inferior. Let's break that down a little bit because that definition was not super helpful to me, if I'm being honest. I need it to be broken down. All right. Choice supportive bias is the tendency to retroactively ascribe positive attributes to an option one has selected and demote the foregone options. It is a mental shortcut where once you make a decision, your brain actively distorts your memory to make you feel good about the choice you made. Essentially, you overemphasize the pros of your choice and the cons of the rejected option while ignoring your own choice's flaws. How that applies to so much on here. Because some people just, I don't know. It's like their ego won't let them say when they got something wrong, you know?
It's like
It's okay.
narcissistic.
Okay. Yeah. I won't even push it that far. It's definitely a narcissistic quality that narcissists have, but like again, for some, it's just again, it's basically telling you your brain it's natural. It's a distortion your brain does to prop yourself up and make you feel better. Everyone has a little bit of ego and a little bit of pride, but it's also about recognizing that. And some people on this platform are not able to do that. Like even if their choice is driving them into a fucking wall, they're still going to drive into that wall no matter what, even though they know they're wrong. Or they know, like, hey, you know what? Maybe that wasn't the right call. Maybe I overreacted there and said some shit that I probably shouldn't have fucking said. They can't do that. And not only can they not take accountability, they take it a step further and start blaming good people for their fucking bullshit. Sorry, I just got a little in a rant there. My bad, y'all. All right. Save me, Raken, because I got a little hot there and a little specific. Sorry, y'all. But it's true. It's fucking true. It's okay to be wrong. It's okay to come and be like, you know what? My judgment was wrong there. I did that just a couple weeks ago. I've really fucked up this slideshow, y'all. I don't know how I did this. Give me 1 second. Yeah, I fucked this shit all up. I should have proofread my work, y'all. Apologies. All right, let's go into real quick. I'm gonna finish this one off, and we'll also two-part this because I wasn't expecting my menu to be home this early. All right, so how it works: no one likes feeling regret or second guessing themselves, a state known as cognitive dissonance, which we've spoken about on this channel. To protect your peace of mind and justify your actions, your brain acts like a biased defense attorney for your past decisions. Memory distortion. You actively forget the negative aspects of what you chose and the positive aspects of what you rejected. Validation seeking. You notice and embrace information that proves you made the right call while dismissing any flaws that pop up later. Does that not sound familiar? All right. Some examples. Buying a car or a phone. If you choose brand A smartphone over brand B smartphone, you will likely focus heavily on how amazing your phone's camera is while completely downplaying its terrible battery life. If someone points out a flaw, you defend it. Do we not see that everywhere on here, you guys? You criticize, rightfully, most of the time, criticize another creator, and they can never take the criticism. I will say, for the most part, like, yeah, I can make some roast and shit, but I've never dragged anyone on here, you guys. People would not like that. I'm just saying. I wouldn't like it, which is why I don't do it. I try not to let people take me out of character like that anymore, because I don't want to come on here and do that shit. But even if you politely give someone criticism on here, they just start throwing fucking they can't handle it. They can't handle any negative criticism. That's what I'm trying to say.
Am I here?
You're here.
Oh, it actually worked. I was able to.
I was wondering what happened.
Yeah, it was. I got a phone call and it wouldn't let me unmute.
Yeah, it does that for a minute. It'll like glitch out for a minute and then eventually let you.
Yeah.
Okay. Another example, hiring decisions. If a manager chooses candidate X over candidate Y, they will praise candidate X's minor successes and gloss over their mistakes, insisting, I knew they were the right fit. Another example, sticking to a bad movie or meal. If you pick a restaurant or rent a movie after insisting to your friends it would be great, you might trick yourself into thinking it was actually pretty good, even if it was mediocre, just to support your original choice. Hold on, I gotta fix my mistake here. All right. Damn it. Now my shit's going too fast. While choice supportive bias kicks in after you have made a specific decision or purchase to protect you from regret, confirmation bias is an ongoing filter for all information. It shapes how you see the entire world, ensuring that your core beliefs are never challenged. In short, confirmation bias is seeing only what you want to see. Super fucking important. Which is why I was about to make this whole stream about confirmation bias, because I think that's one of the most important ones. You still there, Raken, or did you get another call?
Yeah, I'm here. No, sorry, I was starting the oven.
Oh, what are you making?
He was texting and asking if I'd make some chicken because he's coming home for lunch.
Oh, be a good wife. That's very nice. All right, so we're going to move on to confirmation bias. So the concept, the tendency to search for, interpret, favor, and recall information in a way that confirms one's pre-existing beliefs or hypothesis. Confirmation bias is the tendency to search for, interpret, favor, and recall information in a way that confirms your pre-existing beliefs or hypothesis. Essentially, your brain acts like a filter, letting in any data that proves you are right while completely blocking out or rewriting data that proves you are wrong. Oh my God, reading this from the laptop screen is giving me a fucking headache. Give me a second, y'all.
Try reading it from StreamYard on your phone.
No, I have it on my phone, but it's a whole thing. All right, how it works. Instead of looking at the world objectively to find the truth, we often form an opinion first and then go on a treasure hunt for facts to support it. Selective attention. You notice things that support your view and ignore everything else. Biased interpretation. If you encounter ambiguous data, you twist it so it fits your narrative. And one of my personal favorites, selective memory. You easily remember the times you were right and conveniently forget the times you were wrong. Oh, just think of all the examples in your head. Like, It happens so much.
Yeah, people look for stuff that supports why they believe in something and ignore what contradicts it.
Yeah, I'm going to relate it to shit that I've been struggling with this past week as far as all this internet bullshit. I'm having a really hard time seeing people excuse disgusting fucking behavior. And usually I can separate that shit. Like, okay, they just like that person. Like, who you like is none of my business. But again, there are certain hard lines where I'm like, I don't care that you remain friendly with that person, but to physically put yourself in their business to take up for their disgusting fucking behavior, it's not okay. It's not okay with me. And I don't like, and I'm talking like shit that has nothing to do with someone, but they are just, I guess, using their confirmation bias to the point where they feel the need to step in for that person to go at someone else who was rightfully giving the original person criticism. I know that was super fucking confusing, you guys. I apologize. I'm a little high. But you don't have to, just because you're friendly with someone, you don't have to excuse their disgusting fucking behavior. And let's not get in the way of people who that person has done disgusting shit to, who has every right to confront them and give them criticism, but you still feel the need to take up for them during that time. Yuck. Just yuck. I know, JJ. Again, that's I know. You're right, Stanley Cup. You're right. But that's fine. But my whole point is don't get in the way of people giving that person criticism. You don't need to jump in as Captain Save-A-Ho. Some people deserve to be confronted and get fucking criticism. Just let it happen. That's all I ask. Sorry. Hey, Rabbit.
Mm-hmm.
All right, moving on. So, everyday examples of confirmation bias. Social media algorithms. If you hold a strong political or social belief, your feeds will naturally serve you content that aligns with it. Over time, you start to think, everyone agrees with me, the evidence is everywhere, because you rarely see opposing viewpoints. This totally happened to me in 2020. I only started getting, like, not even getting into politics, like looking at politics a few years prior. I want to say like 2015, 16 is when I started looking. But 2020, like, my algorithm was just feeding me everything conservative. Okay. And again, I'm still new to social media. I'm new to YouTube. So I kind of fell for it for a little bit, you know? And then again, took a step back. This is why it's so important, you guys, to take fucking steps away. Took a step back and was like, you know what? No. So I started searching out the opposite of whatever my feed was feeding me. And I got a more middle ground, balanced view. It was a very long process. It took me a few years. And that's why I'm saying I'm not the same person I was a few years ago. Again, I got hoodwinked. I'm going to be honest. I got fucking hoodwinked. Always view both sides, you guys. Because you never want to be... Just remember, the media, your algorithm, it's all a fucking show. They're going to feed you what you want to see. Remember to physically go and search out the complete opposite. And even if you still don't agree in the end, okay, at least you did it.
The algorithm is crazy, too.
I should do a whole live stream on the fucking algorithm, to be honest.
No, it is wild. Like, I've been talking a lot about needing to get a new bottle of my favorite YSL perfume, you know?
And that's all that's showing up now?
Hey, hon. No, and it's showing up on his Facebook. like YSL perfumes are showing up on his Facebook. Because I don't get on Facebook. It shows up on his Facebook like ads. Just me talking about it.
That's so funny. You were like hitting
Is that
every
weird?
mark with me. No, because it's happening to us too. To the point where just yesterday, we were laying on the couch. I don't remember what the fuck we were talking about, but I wanted him to like look into it. So I literally just picked up his phone and just said whatever we were talking about and set it down, because that's been happening to him. And because he hops into my live streams just to say hello and, you know, drop some fuck shit and leave. Now, all of these people, I'm just going to give her a shout out. Cooch, you showed up in my husband's algorithm. And he fucking messaged me. He was at work and he was like, what the fuck is this?
But he doesn't even come into mine. And it's not like I go live frequently.
Yeah, that's true. But again,
Like he
your
hasn't
phone's
searched it up
listening
or
to you.
anything. He didn't type it in his phone or anything. It's crazy.
Well, especially if they sense, I'm talking about the algorithm, like it literally is its own fucking entity. If they sense and know that you're not on Facebook, but that your partner has Facebook, of course they're going to start feeding him those ads. Of course they are. It's wild though. It's scary, honestly.
It is crazy. It is kind of scary. Just like having a private conversation in your own home about wanting to get a perfume, you know, and it shows up on someone else's ads. It's
This
just
is
crazy.
such a rabbit hole, and this can branch out. Something else I've been into the past few weeks, I've been watching all like the public county meetings about these flock cameras, because I spotted one.
Oh, he's been talking about that too.
Yeah, I spotted one of those. I've never seen one until a few weeks ago when we went to the driving range, and I was standing out front smoking, and I'm looking at the road and I'm like, what the fuck is that? And I took a picture of it and put it into AI and was like, what the fuck is this? And it was one of those fucking flock cameras. So then after that, that's all the algorithm has been fucking feeding me, is all this bullshit on flock cameras. And I gotta say, I'm kind of going with the people here. That's again a whole nother rabbit hole, but there is some serious invasion of privacy shit going on with those. And again, that could be a whole nother fucking live stream too.
You know, my reading glasses have stuff in it that blocks all that. Like it won't even unlock my phone, my lenses.
Huh.
If I was driving down the road and there was a flock camera, it would block the ability to even be able to see my eyes. And I'll send you the thing on it, my lenses.
Holy shit. I don't know that I'd take it.
Will not.
I don't know that I'd take it that far. I don't fucking blame you or people for doing that though.
No, it was like it was the same price as getting like the oil, whatever, you know, like the oil water bullshit you can get on your for your lenses. Same thing.
Oh, okay.
It was just, but it was just another option I had to put on my lenses. So I was like, okay, I'll try it, because I got multiple pairs, and so I put it on one pair just to try it, see what it was like.
Gargamel, I don't know if you're trying to say what I think you're saying, and this is where my husband falls, and because I agree with Shyla above, fuck flock cameras. I am totally against it. I can see why it would have a benefit, but that is, it's touchy. But it's a subject that me and my husband debated for just a couple minutes, and he's kind of like, he just doesn't give a fuck enough about like political shit, what's going, like he just wants to live his life blissfully ignorant, okay? But it comes down to like the core of the fucking Constitution, and it's invasion of fucking privacy. But do you feel the same? Am I explaining that right? Like, you view the flock cameras like if a flock of seagulls just flew by, like, hey, like, because you have nothing to hide. That's what my husband says. Like, I have nothing to hide. But these cameras are causing good people a lot of fuck shit because they're not always accurate.
There's a website you can see where they're all at.
Mm-hmm.
And
Yep.
like, have you? Well, we'll talk about this later. But the the data centers going up.
Yeah. Not okay with
It's a
that.
topic for another day.
A lot of those reels of like those meetings have been popping up for me too, and I am fully fucking invested.
Mhm.
See, I don't
Yeah.
hate watch. Like you were
Nope.
saying earlier, like, and Kat also said, like, once you stop, even just for a few days, because at
Yep.
first you're like tempted. You're tempted, like you want to look, but you force yourself not to. And then after a few days, like you fully don't give a fuck to look anymore. So I don't hate watch people. I go on fucking rabbit holes about flock cameras and fucking data centers.
Yeah.
It's more
I'm not even interested
interesting.
in hate watching.
And you know
Yeah.
what? Ultimately, it's a public issue and something you could actually make a difference on, possibly. What I'm not going to change anyone's fucking mind here in these communities. Like,
I mean, the break is what got me heavily into bald eagle conservation, you know?
mhm. Yep. Like Shyla said, again, the core of our Constitution, like a surveilled state is not a free state. It's not. And I get people not wanting to be involved in any of this shit or really like give it much of their attention, but then I totally get the people that do. So, all right, let's finish this and then I'm going to end it. This is just a
Yep.
few examples
Sure.
of confirmation bias. Kat, yes, 3 to 4 days max to deprogram from YouTube. That's all it takes. But Kat, these people have no self-control, no emotional regulation. They physically can't. I guarantee Kendra has been here the whole fucking time. I guarantee it. You're not blocked. You can come in the chat. All right. Everyday examples of confirmation bias. Now we're moving on to superstitions. If you believe Friday the 13th is an unlucky day, you will immediately blame the date if you stub your toe or drop your coffee. If those same minor accidents happen on a Thursday, you just call it a normal bad day and forget it. That kind of goes back to what Chronic was saying earlier. With those 2 times that she got into an accident after, trying to let go of that fucking tension, that touch of PTSD to go about her day, and she couldn't. And then shit like that happens. Of course, that's going to make you think that way. All right. The last one is medical symptoms. I know you people know at least someone who is or has gone through a phase of being a fucking hypochondriac and Google MD fucking everything and think they have everything under the sun. If you feel a mild ache and convince yourself it's a serious illness, you will search Google for the symptoms and only click on the articles that confirm your worst fears, ignoring the 99 articles saying it's just minor muscle fatigue. And that is something that Kendra did with that fucking AI live. She looked at everything that supported her fucking narrative. She wasn't going against the grain for nothing. And that is why her AI is biased as fuck and only feeds her what the fuck she wants to see.
Well, ChatGPT is notoriously known for feeding the ego, essentially.
Mm-hmm. Yep. All right. And lastly, the contrast. All right. Confirmation bias involves actively hunting for specific information that filters the world to prove you are right. This is where we're going to go into next time. This is the ostrich bias, is about actively avoiding all information on a subject because you already know something is wrong. One seeks out a biased truth while the other completely runs away from the facts. In short, ostrich bias is trying to escape an uncomfortable reality by simply refusing to look at it. And there you go, folks. That is where my husband lies. He is an ostrich. And I get it. I get it. I don't necessarily think it's a bad thing. It's just kind of like it's indifference at its finest. Like there's a lot of people and situations on here that I'm just indifferent to. Kind of like I don't ever wish bad on anyone. I really don't wish good for certain people, but I'm indifferent to which way they land there.
You just really
You're
don't
an
care.
ostrich, honey. You're an ostrich. In short,
Oh,
you're
he's
trying
back.
to escape an uncomfortable reality by simply refusing to look at it.
He's forever an ostrich now.
If you've seen him in person, he is like the furthest thing from a fucking ostrich.
No, he's an ostrich now. Sorry.
Oh shit. All right, if anyone
We need
has
some AI Kratos. Ostrich Kratos.
Oh god, I'll get on that. I love doing that shit.
Yeah, please.
All right, you
I
guys,
can't wait.
the link is pinned if anyone happens to want to come up and add anything or make a comment about any of the few biases that we went over. I'm going to leave it there for a minute. And we'll this may even turn into a little series because we still have a few more to go, but I have to fix my slideshow because that shit was bothering me.
You know, I think that a lot of biases can be formed on YouTube based on chats that essentially form echo chambers.
Yep.
When your chat becomes
absolutely.
an echo chamber, you make a huge bias. Like it becomes, you create a bias, nothing but a bias. Your channel becomes one huge bias.
Which then leads to much worse things. Because that echo chamber turns into mob mentality. And again, you guys, sometimes you don't even know when you're actually in a fucking echo chamber. It's important to separate. If you have to question anything, and of course, you can't go against the mob or the ringleaders. If you are just questioning something in your head, just step away for a day. Step away for a day and then see how you feel.
Mm-hmm. I think in closing, my only question would be for people is like, which online bias is the most dangerous?
You might have to save that question for the end of the series after we go over all of them. That's a good question. I don't know.
Which one is the most dangerous? Causes the most harm?
Right now, just from what we went over, I'm leaning towards the bandwagon effect because that's what stirs everything. Because like you see on the media, when you see a loud group of people, it can really invoke like, and not only that, there's some crazy motherfuckers out here, and there's always some that's going to take it to the fucking extreme, and that can be scary.
So then at what point does bias turn into harm? Where's that line?
Yeah, that's a good question. I think it's different I think it's situational, honestly. I don't know that there can be like a general, concise answer to that falls under the entire umbrella. It's situational. But that's what makes YouTube scary. Because again, there's people on here that are willing to go to so far an extreme. And that's what makes it a little dangerous on here. You got to have thick skin too. It's not a place for you if you have thin skin. All right, well, Reagan, I'm gonna head out because again, I wasn't I would have stayed on longer. Maybe someone else can go live. That would be wonderful. KK, oh no, KK has her dentist appointment. KK, I wish you the best at your dentist appointment. You're gonna feel so much better by tomorrow, and hopefully you can go live tomorrow because that would be awesome.
I'm gonna drop, so I'm gonna let you close out.
All right, girl. Hey, if you want to come up next week or the week after, you are always welcome.
Okay, I appreciate it. thanks for having me. And I'll text you and I'll send you the link to the lenses. But yeah, I would love to. And
Then, hey, let's
it was-
set
it
up
was
another
great.
Red Rampage. Because she's
Yes,
begging for
'cause
attention,
she's
huh?
spiraling. Yeah, she sure is. A lot. And she's going crazy.
She's an odd
She
duck.
got wind of us, if you guys didn't know.
Oh yeah, you guys. Did you guys know that me and Raken and who else? Haiti, we all made over $700 in super chats on Red Rampage.
Yep.
Oh man.
I think she
It's
made
not-
like 40 shorts yesterday or something.
You are kidding me.
No, she made some crazy amount. Yeah. She's been going crazy. Go, you'll have to look.
I will.
And
after
she's
this
talking about
live.
how she has hate groups now. Yeah, she has a hate group and they're all liars. And yeah, you have to go check her out.
That's funny. You know, Red Rampage, I challenge you to react to any clip from that stream that's a lie. Make a short out of that girl.
She won't.
I know. And how easily these people lie. It is so provable to go back to that live and see that not not even $50 was made on that live, right?
It wasn't even 20.
Wow.
It wasn't even 20.
People are wild.
So,
But yeah, we'll have to get that set up too.
Yeah, for sure. So,
All right,
okay.
girl.
Well,
I appreciate you
so much. All right. Thank you. And I will see you again soon. And I'll talk to you soon.
All right. See ya.
All right. Bye.
All right, everyone. I'm sorry I'm ending it a little early today. I do like to hover around the 2-hour mark, though. So it's not super early, but I was hoping to be able to finish, but my bad editing skills came into play. Hey, we do wear high IQ outfits here, but if you expect any level of like professionalism, you've come to the wrong place. That's all I'm going to say. But I appreciate you guys. Thank you again, KK, for the Cash App. Love you, my girl. I hope your appointment goes well. And I will catch you guys on the next one.
Another stream drifts to a close. Thanks for hanging till the show's end. Hope you're leaving with a warm glow. And we'll catch you on the next wind. Sending out good vibes to you.